This project is called Back to Nature. Your servant's name is Fernando Enrique de la Barca. By trade, I am an arborist, which is the person who works with trees. We would love to present to you a completely green and organic project, 100% natural, which is the making of cabins with tree logs. It all started in 2008 with the fall of the world economy. Having lost my home, my job, my savings, almost lost my family, and all of my dreams since my stay in the city of Honolulu, Hawaii for almost 20 years, I realized that living expenses were sky high, and only having your own business, working like crazy from sun up to sundown, our family could survive. In desperation, I took a Sunday off and went to meditate with myself and God to the Mahalo Beach Park, which is nearby. Over there, I met a young family with two small children, and talking to them, I observed that the kids ran all over the place, and they went inside one of the dozens of tents tucked away on the beach. I asked my new friends where they lived. They sadly replied that they had lost their house, which lay across the road, and now the whole family was living in a tent in the park of Mahalo. Thousands of images flashed through my brain. I saw a million trees in the plantations of the big island of Hawaii, rushing like in a movie screen. Those were the images recorded during my previous vacations to the island. I saw small rustic cabins and quaint little houses made from the logs of those trees. I saw myself with chainsaw in hand working that wood. Immediately, I went to work. I researched who was teaching log cabin building classes and attended two schools, one in Ely, Minnesota, and the other one in Sparta, Wisconsin. Being a professional arborist with experience, I learned quickly and also learned some amazing and stunning facts about log cabins. I learned that there is a church in the Nordic nations which was built 100% out of tree logs from the region and dates back over 1,000 years of age. I also learned that an earthquake with a magnitude of 9.2 in the Richter scale, such as the one recorded in Anchorage, Alaska in 1964, just moved a log cabin a few millimeters out of position. I learned that a Category 4 hurricane with winds of up to 150 miles an hour, like Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans, barely tickled a log cabin and messed their hair. I learned that a fire at close range with a propane gas torch applied for 15 consecutive minutes at a constant temperature of 3,500 degrees Fahrenheit, it barely warms the tummy of a log cabin. I also learned that a hail of bullets with a 45 caliber submachine gun as the Thompson never even penetrates a single 10-inch diameter log.
First weapon of today is the Thompson submachine gun.
So Brad Hitman Imahara has the tree machine gun myth in his sights. Box, loads, and lets loose with a drum full of 45 caliber bullets at 500 rounds a minute. But it's soon clear the handheld automatic is far from ideal.
I learned that termites are not attracted to log cabins. Drywood termites have wings and generate swarms, which can be detected immediately. Subterranean termites need to build mud tunnels as highways just to transit from one place to another. The tunnels are clearly visible and can be detected without a problem, and the termites can be exterminated immediately, long before any damage is done to the wood.
Hi, I'm Greg Bowman, Senior Scientist with the National Pest Management Association. Today, I'm discussing termite prevention, and now I'll discuss key tips for identifying and avoiding a termite infestation in your home. Although termites are often hidden, these pests can, and do, leave clues regarding their presence. With a bit of vigilance And in knowing exactly what to look for, homeowners can help to identify potential termite problems before a major infestation develops. There are 4 clear signs of potential termite infestation that you should always be on guard for. First, look for mud tubes, which are above ground, which will be formed at the foundation of your home. These mud tubes can often lead directly to a termite colony. Second, if you see small piles of material that might resemble sawdust, termite activity may be present.
I learned that the log cabins are highly efficient in heat energy and have a high thermal mass, which means that they keep warm during the night and cool during the day and do not need any insulation anywhere in order to be habitable. They're even habitable without heat in places where temperatures reach below freezing. I also learned that the log cabins are the cheapest of all the modes of habitation known to man. They are cheaper than conventional houses made of 2x4 studs and 4x6 beams. They're cheaper than houses made of concrete and stone. They're cheaper than houses made of iron and steel, and cheaper than mobile homes and modular homes, and even more than motor homes. We want to give people like you with dreams of living in Hawaii and the low-income families of the island the chance to own their own log cabin in paradise. Here, on the big island of Hawaii, we have over 1 million trees of the Eucalyptus grandis species, which is similar to the white pine in durability, consistency, and workability. We already have several vacant lots ready where the future log cabins will be built. Building a 400 square foot log cabin with 2 bedrooms and 1 bath takes about a month. The span to pull permits for electricity, water, and drainage takes up to 6 months. Our campaign goal is $50,000 for the initial phase, which is buying the land, buying the logs, buying some tools, chainsaws, axes, draw knives, PVs, etc. Building the basic structure and paying for labor. When you contribute, if you're from out of state, you can stay in one of the cabins in Hawaii for a day up to 3 months, depending on your contribution. If you're local, you'll be placed in the VIP log cabin list, and your contribution will be counted towards the first payment of your log cabin. Most of the cabins are going to be reasonably sold as rent to own. So now you know that life is full of risks and opportunities. There is before your very eyes the greatest opportunity you will ever find in any other part of the globe. Millions of people would jump at this opportunity if they had the chance. No one will offer you this type of residential property in the Hawaiian paradise at this price. For your knowledge, the average price of a conventional house in Hawaii is $650,000. In Hawaii, it was possible for foreigners to own land since 1839, when King Kamehameha III drafted a Hawaiian edict called the Bill of Rights, and in 1840, the Constitution of the Hawaiian Islands was enacted. The Westerners could buy land and record it in the Office of Cadastre, and the edict was incorporated into law on March 7, 1848, by King Kamehameha III. Now, we exhort you to take action, support us, and receive your reward in a warm hug full of aloha from all of us at Log Cabins, Hawaii. Your contribution means a world to us. Remember, the triumph belongs to only those who take action.